Okay, so following Hong Kong first shipping and the introduction of these new kinds of terms, innominate terms, um, where are we? And the court in Hong Kong first shipping said um, not all terms are going to be innominate. So there are several circumstances, three main circumstances, where a term will be seen as a condition still. If it's not a condition, then a default position is that the term will be innominate. Now, I always explain this by imagining that you've got a field of animals, some of which are sheep and some of which are goats, and they all look a bit the same. So you need a test to tell your sheep from your goats, and you need a goat test. So if something tests positive for a goat, it's a goat. If it tests negative for a goat, it's a sheep. And so in a similar way, when we're looking to see what kind of term a contract term is, we firstly ask, is it a condition? And with three reasons for it to be a condition. If it's one of those, then it's a condition. If it's not, then the term's innominate. And the consequences of breach of an innominate term are that we apply the test. Are they deprived of substantially the whole benefit of the contract? Whereas for a condition, any breach of a condition is repudiatory, allows the other side to terminate. So the three circumstances when a term will still be seen as a condition. Firstly, whether parties themselves have said that a term's a condition. So when the parties are writing up a contract, they might say something that means this term is a condition. They might say something else that means the same thing. So in Lombard and Butterworth, the party said it's of the essence that the hirer of machinery pays on time. And using the expression of the essence made that term a condition. And so any late payment, therefore, was breach of a condition, allowed the other side to terminate or repudiate the contract. So firstly, identified in the contract by the parties. Secondly, it may be well established in a certain industry or a certain trade that a term will always be seen as a condition. So in shipping, it's always seen as being a condition that a ship is on time to load in the harbour. So if a ship is due to load on the 1st of July at Shoreham Harbour and it's not ready on that day, automatically that gives the other side the right to repudiate the contract. It doesn't matter whether they've lost something or not. So that's the only example you really need of that. So where it's established in the shipping industry that the time a ship's going to be ready to load will be seen as a condition of the contract. And the last one is if a statute has said something's a condition. So in the old days, the Sale of Goods Act, which has now been replaced by the Consumer Rights Act largely, says that goods must be fit for purpose, they must be satisfactory quality, and that's a condition. And so any breach of those terms automatically allows the buyer to repudiate the contract. So if something is not a condition for one of those three reasons, written in the contract, established in a certain industry, or labelled by statute, then it will be innominate and you can repudiate if you're deprived of substantially the whole benefit of the contract.